The makers of Postum, the favorite mealtime drink in 3 million American homes, presents your favorite radio friend, Lum and Abner. Does this sound familiar? Say, if you had my indigestion, you'd be grouchy, too. And if you've ever had indigestion, you know how bad-tempered it can make you. But did you ever stop to think that the cause of your indigestion may be coffee? Although a great many people can drink coffee without ill effects, many others should never touch it. If you are one of these, switch to Postum, for Postum contains no caffeine, no stimulant of any kind. It's made of whole wheat and bran, skillfully roasted and slightly sweetened. And you've never tasted such a delicious, mellow flavor, full-bodied and satisfying. A flavor that has made Postum the favorite mealtime drink in 3 million American homes. So if coffee upsets your digestion, get Postum from your grocer tomorrow. Drink it instead of coffee and see if your digestion isn't better. See if you don't feel better all around. And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Production on the first picture of the Pine Ridge Motion Picture Company is being temporarily postponed until the scenes already taken have been developed and shown. In the meantime, Squire Skimp has leased the oil rights on Abner's property, and excitement is running high as to the possibilities of striking oil in Pine Ridge. Even Lum and Abner have purchased an interest in the well. As we look in on the little community today, Lum has gone to the county seat, and we find Abner alone at the jot'em down store. Cedric Wehunt is just entering. Listen.
Oh, anybody here?
Huh?
Oh, howdy, Mr. Abner. Never seen you. What you doing, hiding?
Oh, no, I just straightened out under the counter here, Cedric. I just run onto a whole case of tomatoes and never knowed we had. Been telling everybody we was out of them for 2 weeks.
Whereabouts is Mr. Lum at?
He went into the county seat this morning. Anything I can do for you?
Oh, no, Mom, I reckon not. I just wanted to find out if we was going to take any moving pictures today.
Well, no, not today, I guess, Cedric. We got them films back, that first batch of pictures we taken, and never had no machine to show them with, so Lum made arrangements with the picture show man in there at the county seat to show them in there on his outfit this morning before the show starts.
Yes, Mom. Wished I'd have known it. I'd love to went in with him. I just been busting to see how I looked in them.
Well, you weren't in none of them, Cedric. That was just Lum and Hortense and Sister Simpson.
Yes, Mom, I was, too. They never knowed it, but I was. Slipped in through the dining room door there and stood behind them and made some funny faces.
Oh, I bet Lum be surprised to death when he sees that.
That's when he was down on his knees in front of Hortense Brogan, proposing to her.
Yeah, well, I was running the Camry then. I never noticed you back there, though.
Oh, hope it comes out all right.
Yeah, well, you'll get to see it. I think he's aiming on renting a machine of some kind while he's in there today, and he's going to have a premiere, as I believe he called it, over at his house tonight of what we've took so far. 200 feet, I think it is.
Oh, good. I'll sure be there. Well, if we ain't going to work today, I think I'll go over to Hep Snake Hogan Butcher. Told him I would if I never had to act, you know.
Wait a minute, Cedric. I believe that's all right. Might be somebody wanting something delivered. If it is, I'd love to get you to take it over there to him for me.
Yes, Mom, I'll take you.
Oh, me. Hello, jot'em down store. Huh? Oh, hello, Elizabeth.
She's woman.
Well, honey, I can't leave the store now. Lum ain't here. What's the matter? Uh-huh. Well, I can't make them stop. I told you I'd give Squire a lease on the land over there. There, huh? Well, yeah, you can stop them from tromping down your flower beds, but we can't keep them from building one of them aisle derricks there if they want to. Cedric, get your hand out of that candy.
Oh, I just sampling some of this new kind you got here. See if it's any count.
What's that, Elizabeth? Be quiet, Cedric. Well, honey, there ain't nothing we can do about it, though. Oh, it ain't nothing to hurt you. Why, no. I never heard of one of them exploding. Well, quick as Lum gets back, I'll come on over there. All right, honey. Yes, Elizabeth, yes. All right. Uh-huh. Yes, Mom. All right, honey. All right. Goodbye. Swan, I do believe that woman of mine gets nervouser and high-stronger every day. She's scared to death because they're aiming on drilling an owl well there in the side yard.
Well, I don't much blame her, Mr. Abner. I'm sort of scared of them things myself.
Oh, well, it ain't nothing to be scared of. I know what's caused it. It's every bit Pearl's fault.
Pearl's fault?
Yeah, she's talked her mama into it, I know. She read in one of them school books of hern that there's a far in the middle of the world, and they're feared that they'll drill into it over there. That's what's the matter.
Far in the middle of the world?
Yeah, that's what she says. Says that's what causes these here volcanoes, that larvae or whatever it is that runs out of them. Says it's just melted rock, so it is. Elizabeth feared we'll have one right there in the yard.
Well, I don't blame her for being scared of them, then. I never knowed that myself.
Oh, well, I don't put no dependence in such talk as that. That's what an educator'll do for a young'un. Put a bunch of nonsense in their head that'll just worm to death.
Them rocks gets plumb melted, huh?
Yeah, according to her they do. It'll spout out of there just like a spring of water if they was to hit it, she says.
I do know. Well, I wouldn't let them build no oil well over there then if I was you.
Well, I can't help it, Cedric. That's just what I told Elizabeth. Squire's got a lease on the ground. And besides, me and Lum bought an interest in it. I want them to get some oil over there if they can.
Yeah, but what if they hit one of them volcanoes and them things ain't worth nothing, are they?
Well, no, not that I know of. Like I say, I don't put no dependence in that stuff. But far being down there in the middle of the world, no way. How do they know it is? Nobody ain't never been down there, have they?
I don't know, but I ain't going to try it. I know that.
Yeah, somebody just wanting something to write about. Sounds like one of Lum's ideas.
Well, sir, the world's an awful curious thing when a fellow just sits down and gets to studying about it, ain't it?
Yes, it is, yes. There's some things I just don't understand about it. For instance, now, what holds it up? According to the geographies, and what old folks said, it's just sitting right out there in the sky. Ain't nothing holding it up.
Bound to be something holding it.
No, not according to what they say. It ain't said.
Well, Frank Foster's got a calendar over there at the film station showing some man holding it up. At least, I think it was a man. Looked sort of like it. Awful big muscles on him.
Uh-huh.
His name was At Last, I think.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. No, I don't believe it. No one man could do it by himself. And if he's holding it up, what's he standing on?
Why, stand on the... That's right, ain't it?
Yeah, it's more likely one of them trick pictures is what it is. Just stood on his head and then had that...
Stood on his head? With his feet?
Oh, no, not, of course not. Not his own head, Cedric. I mean, well, like when you go to turn a somersault. You know how you sort of brace yourself with your hands and put your head against the ground?
Oh, yes, Mom. When you said stood on his head, I thought you meant nothing.
Yeah, I know. But what I mean, though, now how they took that picture. He more likely stood on his head and had the picture made and then turned it upside down and just made it look like he's holding the world up.
Mom, he could have did that.
Sure.
Except he was standing on something, though, I think.
Yeah, well, of course, he could have laid a board across his feet while they were stuck up there in the air and make it look like he's standing on something.
I'll go over there and look at it again. Tell Frank Foster we figured it out.
Well, I don't know if that's what it is, Cedric, but I know there's bound to be something wrong. In the first place, if a body could lift it, he couldn't hold it. Pearl says it's a-turning all the time. Fella couldn't hold it in his hand. It's a-turning that way.
The world's turning, you say?
Oh, yeah, that's give up to be so. That's what makes night and day, Cedric.
Turning that way, huh?
Yeah, I've had it explained to me time and again. I used to argue that the world was flat till Professor Webster boarded at our place when he was teaching school here a few years ago.
I recollect him.
Well, sir, now there's a fella that had more book learning than every one man I ever seen, and had lots of good sense left along with it. Oh, he had a diploma. He showed he'd graduated from something or other.
Well, I've always heard of that about the world around, but sure don't look it, does it?
No. Just some things a body's got to take their word for, I reckon. These great scientifics has got it all figured out, and I ain't going to sit up and argue against a whole passel of them.
I don't see how in the world they ever thought of it in the first place, though.
Well, I don't either. But now, the way Professor Webster explained it to me, I wished he was here. Anyway, hand me one of them apples out of the barrel there, Cedric.
Oh, can I have one, too?
I ain't going to eat it. I just want to show you how the world works. Works. Now, see, hits the setting right here, say. Of course, ain't nothing holding it up, actual, but just make out like my hand ain't there. And now the sun's right about here. Hold another apple right there. Stand still, see, and then the world moves around it, sort of like this. Now, that's what makes the summer and the wintertime. Gets down here like it gets cold.
Well, how does it make it night and day, though?
Oh, well, I forgot. See, it's turning all the time around this way. And, well, we say right here. Now, it's turned towards the sun here, but tonight we'll be down underneath here. And the sun can't shine on us because we're clean on the other side of the world.
Well, how do we stay on there, though?
Stay on where?
Well, looks like if we're hanging on down there, we'd fall also.
Well, it does, but either a magnet or something in the middle of the world, I reckon, hold us on there. I wish Professor Webster was here.
Yonder comes Mr. Lum back already.
Oh, well, good. We'll get him to explain to you about how it all works, Cedric. He knows good.
Yes, Mama, I want to find out about that. I don't want to fall off some night. I ain't trying.
Ain't no danger there.
Got myself in bed.
I don't reckon you, doggies. I never had thought about that.
Well, howdy, Mr. Lum.
Come in, Lum. How was the picture?
Don't talk to me about that picture.
What's the matter? Didn't you see it?
Yeah, I seen it. Grannies, it just looks like if it ain't 6 of one thing, it's a whole dozen of something else. It's the worst thing I ever seen.
What, didn't your voice sound right or nothing?
Sound right? That's the trouble. That outfit out there in Hollywood sold us a silent movie camera. I never knowed it till I seen them films a while ago.
Well, I'll be dead blamed. I doggies, you was right, Cedric. This is a curious world, ain't it?
Well, we imagine the old fellows will have a little trouble selling silent pictures these days. Every mother has heard this plaintive wail. Ah, gee, Mother, do I have to drink my milk? And every mother knows how hard it often is to get children to drink the full quart of milk they should have every day. Some mothers threaten, scold, or bribe. But wise mothers serve postum made with milk. Children love postum, love its grand, grown-up look, love the delightful, full-bodied flavor of this delicious cereal beverage. They can drink all they want of it, too, for being simply whole wheat and bran, skillfully roasted and slightly sweetened, postum contains nothing that could cause sleeplessness, indigestion, or nervousness. And unlike rich, sweet drinks, it cannot take away a child's appetite for solid foods. Get postum from your grocer tomorrow. Serve your child a cup of steaming hot postum made with milk and see if it doesn't make milk a treat he'll look forward to. Postum presents Lum and Abner each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening at this same time. Lou Crosby speaking. Good evening. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.